is going to be the tough draw, probably picking up another title.
89.
Not quite for MVG, and Warner for the second leg running has left himself 160, and for the second leg running can't get it started. Wessel Nyman was a winner here in Hildesheim the last time we were here, a couple of months ago. Breaks it up.
Game shot.
And holds his throw by doing so. 2-0 to MVG in the opening match of the day.
$81. $120.
Well, that'll do for Warner, but it's probably not going to be enough because Van Gerwen is looking at double 16 again.
Game shot.
Wins the leg again, and it's 5-0, and he's one away. But it won't happen. Picks off a couple of trebles, though, to leave himself poised on double 18 if Warner can't take out this 108. And he can't. So Van Gerwen for a clean
56.
sweep win. Not vintage and not a game that will live long in the memory, but it's double 18.
Game shot in the match.
And it is the match to Michael Van Gerwen in round one here at Players' Championship 25 in Hildesheim. The woes for Warner continue. MVG is through with a 6-0 win. Doets, a title winner here in Hildesheim last year, his first senior title.
82.
He's won plenty of titles on subsidiary tours this year so far.
100. Game shot.
Neatly done by Leon Weber. Levels the game at one apiece. Does get the treble. Over to the 11s. And the treble means it's double 14.
93.
She did hit in the last leg. Doesn't get it this time, though. And so Labanowskis needs 64 to hold his throw. Just a one-darter double.
Game
And
shot.
the one-darter double is all that Lucky D needs. 2-1. Labanowskis looking for an immediate break back. That's a good start to this visit.
130. $44.
And Leon is nowhere near. Well, the 19, double 19 in particular, has seen plenty of action in this game. We're going to see more of it. And the 95 is cleanly dispatched of by Darius Labanowskis, and it is an immediate response from Lucky D. It's 5-3. Labanowskis can afford that sloppy dart, with Weber not
81.
really in proximity. So it's tops for Lucky D when he comes back. And it would give him the match and a place in the second round.
96.
Lucky D for a 6-3 win.
Game shot in the match, Darius Labanowskis.
Well, it was a game that for a while swung this way and that, and Leon Weber tried to climb back into the contest. A couple of legs after being 4-1 down to make it 4-2 and then 4-3, but Labanowskis with a 95 finish to break straight back in leg number 8, made it 5-3, and that was curtains really, as you can see, to face whoever comes through this.
I mean, that's a real tricky section of the draw, isn't it? You could make a case for all four of those players coming through that little mini section. De Graaf, Scott Williams, Charlie Manby, and Shane McGuirk.
$100.
Ton left for Shaggy.
Game shot.
Ton dispatched by Shaggy. To reach Minehead, the world of good. But in Charlie Manby, one of the best young players around. It will be a challenge. This will be a challenge. How's he going to find it from here? He's a long way across here, Scott Williams.
104.
Well, it was always going to be difficult. But Jeffrey de Graaf has made that look easy. 78 checkout.
Because Scott Williams, as things stand, is in no majors at the back end of the year. That's something that doesn't correct itself. There's 100. A lot of players below him that would be in the World Championships. And we know the significance of being in that event, how much
100.
You can make a move with just a couple of wins. Scott Williams could find himself in a bit of trouble.
Game shot.
Oh, sweet as a nut from Jeffrey de Graaf. Following a fourth of the game for Jeffrey de Graaf, and we might even see a fifth.
121.
Well, if you had to give one key attribute to Scott Williams,
57.
What is his defining characteristic? You'd say confidence. And when you are as confident as brash as Scott Williams, he won't believe this game's over. He'll believe he can turn this one around, despite the fact that Jeffrey de Graaf, after just 9 darts thrown, is in a match-winning position.
44.
A swaggering performance against Shaggy. And it is a 10-dart leg finished on double 16 for Jeffrey de Graaf. A big fist pump for the Swede, who won a title in Milton Keynes only last month. Is he looking to pick up another? You can see there 103.13, the final average, but the finishing was almost immaculate from Jeffrey de Graaf. 75% on the outer ring. He wins 6-3 and goes through to the next round. I think fearlessness is definitely something that Charlie Manby possesses.
140.
He doesn't care. He's not bothered. He's one of those players. You spoke about it with Scott Williams, and maybe one of his defining characteristics. We saw Scott beaten by Jeffrey de Graaf in the last game on this stream. Confidence is one of his main strengths, and I think that Charlie Manby certainly exudes confidence. He doesn't strike me as a player who really cares or is bothered about who he faces.
Well, we could see that, couldn't we? Most notable for me was the UK Open run that Charlie Manby had this year, because he was brash, he was 82. Bold, he was brilliant, he was fiery.
Game shot.
That is brilliant from Charlie Manby. An 11 darter there.
$125.
Pair of trebles puts Manby on 85. McGuirk, well, he's still just about alive, not anymore.
30.
Misses a segment. Now that
45.
could be costly. And a flatty with the last start for Charlie Manby.
Game
But
shot.
it makes no difference, because once again, it's those mid-range finishes from Shane McGuirk.
Shane McGuirk got a bit of time here on this one. Charlie Manby's 140 does not get him down to a checkout.
98.
That's a good dart, that, for McGuirk. Nice, big, safe, airy dart. Doesn't want to let Charlie Manby back in the leg by a bit of a slip.
95.
Tops is found by Shane McGuirk, and that's the double break in this match.
Yeah, when you're dealing with a player who's got the quality of Shane McGuirk and they've got this sort of lead, they're in this sort of form, almost feels like the damage is done. It has to be these sort of shots of Charlie Manby. He's throwing the darts away.
44.
This one may be done.
Game shot and the match.
And it is Shane McGuirk who prevails by 6 legs to 2, the same scoreline in which he managed to defeat Charlie Manby at Q School at the start of the year to win his tour card. Charlie Manby roared back the following day to claim the card himself.
That's the best 30 I think I've ever seen. 99.
I was looking at the 25 and bull option there for William O'Connor. Might not be an issue. Might not be a point to discuss. Bullseye. Oh, smack bang in the middle. What a finish that is from Lewis Pride. It's not just these floor events, it's the European Tour events as well that make up that criteria, which is quite interesting because a certain Beau Greaves now got herself in a couple of European tours that will go towards next year's money. She is coming up next on here against Wesley Plaisir.
137.
Well, O'Connor is starting to find trebles with more regularity. But Pride swats him aside again. Maybe not.
Hit the flight on the way in there, didn't he, William O'Connor? I think eventually the dart not helping. Pride will be expecting at least a dart at the bullseye. That might have gone. It now becomes rescue mission. Needs to be perfect, has to find a treble. To do so, a let off, a reprieve
46.
for William O'Connor.
No score.
Well, he's worked hard to try and get back into this game. Lewis Pride might be about to shut the door again. Indeed he does on double 16. Flailing arms from Willie O'Connor, who is always good value for his reactions in the background. We've got to remember that Pride has missed 2 for the match, and he's probably going to get at least 1 more. No, he's not. He's missed the big number.
33.
A cardinal sin, and O'Connor is going to come back for a potential break of throw.
38.
Well, everything indicates that this is not going to be O'Connor's day, but he's been given more opportunities. Will Pride finally say no? They're 2 fantastic guides, and they are eventually used. And Lewis Pride reaches round 3 on the Pro Tour once again. It was a nervy end. It was a high-quality start from Lewis Pride. Then Willie O'Connor decided to play sooner into the future. The World Grand Prix is on. Still 12.5 grand outside the spot, so there is work to do, but she's got those European tours coming up in Budapest and Prague. Opportunity to qualify for Antwerp and Basel on Thursday as well.
Game shot.
Squeezes that one in. Does Wesley Plaisir. That's a breaker throw. But all it takes when you're doing that is a couple of good shots, 1 good leg, and all of a sudden you've got your focus back.
180.
This could be that good leg. Just 9 darts thrown here by Beau.
This is what the best players do. They can produce bursts of form in the flash of an eye.
60. Game shot.
Double 16 is found for Beau Greaves. 11 dart leg.
Tried to plough on for the 140. In that first dart. Not quite right for Beau at the minute. That irritates her. But that's how good she is. The fact that we're sort of nitpicking where that dart's landing, because she's on 56 after just 12 darts. But that is unforgivable Wesley Plazia. When you're 3-2 down, Beau Greaves sat on 56. You missed the big
78.
number for a dart double.
The errors and loose darts are starting to rack up for Wesley Plazia. So Beau Greaves comes back, looking at double top.
Game shot.
She is 4-2 up. And after being in a spot of bother in the first 2 legs, she is in total cruise control.
$180.
Well, it's certainly not too little. It's the best shot you can produce, but is it too late? Would be the question here for Wesley Plazia.
180.
Well, Beau responds in perfect fashion. And the problem Wesley's had is that in the 5 legs Beau has won consecutively, he's not had a single dart at double.
50.
And the darts just not landing at a consistent angle, which suggests that the release is off, which is always an issue when Wesley Plazia plays.
145.
Due to the extra time in bar, Beau Greaves leaves herself handy on a 2-darter. This has to go. Treble required, treble not found. And you feel, the way Beau Greaves has been checking
56.
out, that this is a done deal.
Finishes of 4, 41, 46, 56 and 48. This would be in a similar ballpark.
Game shot.
And Beau completes the charge, winning 6 unanswered legs against Wesley Plazia. She advances into round 3 of Players' Championship 25, looking to win another Pro Tour this year, looking to follow on from her win in Blackpool at the weekend. It was a slow start from Beau.
$180.
Well, what have we got here?
Back-to-back maxes for Dave Chisnall. We know what that means.
137.
Not to be on the 141.
97.
Down to 44 though after 9. Averaging 107 and a bit, Dave
137.
Chisnall.
Tops again. Get back in front.
Game shot.
And that's a beauty of a leg. 11 darts, and Dave Chisnall is on it.
Searching for the treble. Difficult to see whether he found it. We'll find out on the next dart.
Well, it's no good relying on Chis to tell us. He can't see, can he?
41.
I think that gives us our answer, but not the greatest attempt from Dave Chisnall. This would be good, though. Oh, could be really good for James Hurrell. There was a knowing nod of the head from Dave Chisnall behind James Hurrell there, and he said, good shot, mate, and it was. And a much-needed shot as well. It's a break back. No, he's a scrappy player at times, and he will stay in the contest, James Hurrell. But
60.
also, he can blow players away. He's got that element of his game as well. And you put those two ingredients together, and you've got a very tricky customer. And like you say, I agree, one of perhaps the most underrated players around, which is a little dicey with the last there, but leaves himself tops once more.
For a 13-dart hold of throw, so the levels of Dave Chisnall are not diminishing.
Game shot.
He does go 4-3 up. And this game continues to be of the utmost quality. But he's still a long way in front.
Yeah, can't turn your nose up at being on 92 with your opponent on 237. And Chizzy wayward with that final dart. Beautiful first. Clinical second And James Hurrell breaks Dave Chisnall in the 9th leg for the first time in this match. And doesn't need to chase it either. He's got a cushion. Big juicy one. The last 3 visits, James Hurrell 140, 140, and then 121. And he has put the game in the palm of his hand. And he's looking to frustrate Dave Chisnall, and he can win it on tops.
Well, that was a case of hit and hope. Dave Chisnall did not hit, and he will be now hopeful that Hurrell misses, but Hurrell has not been missing. What a display from James Hurrell to defeat Dave Chisnall, and that will feel like a huge missed opportunity for Chizzy, because he'd been playing well all day. He'd been playing well for the majority of that game, ended with an average of just under 98. For most of it, it was in the hundreds, but James Hurrell, so clinical. Look at the checkout success rate, 6 from 8 on the doubles.
Well, Kevin Doets probably still reeling from that ejection on the bullseye.
100.
Wasn't just 108 plus that he averaged against Justin Hood. He hammered Jensen Walker.
100.
He was the first man through to round 2. Hawkeye, that was a 108.65 average in that demolition job.
140.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's one way to kind of put aside the disappointment of missing the 170 with that bounce out on the bull. Gives him so much confidence. And he's playing like a man who oozes confidence, not just in this particular contest, but he has for ages now. And after 9 darts, he's down to 36 points.
58.
Well, might have brought the bull in there, Cristo Reyes. Double 14 it'll have to be for Kevin Doets. And that is a 12 dart leg for Hawkeye. And that is a break of the Cristo Reyes throw. And the average is 109. I think this performance and the day so far for Kevin Doets falls firmly into the class category.
137.
Yet again, he has the potential to win a leg in 4 visits. 180, 140, 137, 44 left.
Game shot.
And it's another 12 dart leg for Kevin Doets. Another max. Another awesome display on what could prove to be an awesome day for Hawkeye Kevin Doets.
70.
Well, why not? Why not if you're Kevin Doets? You're playing that well, you're feeling that good.
100.
To win it.
Game shot in the match, Kevin Doets.
What a performance you have just witnessed from Kevin Doets. What a day he is having, and it might yet get better. It is another massive ton plus average for Hawkeye. The final number, 108.03. That is the 3rd time today that he's averaged 108 or more. It is incredible. Been to the last 16, but never the quarters in 2026.
83.
He won't be content at stopping here. Well, he went for it. He didn't need to with James Hurrell on 166, but he fancied a go at the big fish.
132. Game shot.
Conversion complete for Nico Springer. Hurrell was lurking. Tops.
75.
Once again, not a million miles away. The second time in the match, Nico Springer's on 170. 2 treble 20s last time. not going to get a look this time.
99.
And James Hurrell should win his first leg. He's getting further away.
20.
He can't get it done there either. And Nico Springer now is looking potentially at a double break and a 4-0 lead.
32.
Weight was good, line was off. Cannot miss. Must not miss. He keeps missing.
15.
And
Game
Nico
shot.
Springer does not need a second invitation. He potentially could be walking out of there with a 6-zip win.
97. $34.
Was that the smartest play? Probably not.
26.
Well, tops is his favourite target, James Hurrell, and it's been horrendous to him in this match. Nico
Game
Springer
shot.
finds it,
And the
though,
match,
and he finds
Nico
himself
Springer.
a 6-0 victor in the quarterfinals here in Hildesheim over Hillbilly. And he didn't have to work particularly hard for it. Not the best we've seen from Nico Springer, but he didn't need to be, because simply put, it was dreadful doubling from James Hurrell, an average of less than 80. But mind you, Nico Springer was only 80.5.
That's a topic for another day as Graaf looks for 86. Let's play it safe. For a go at the bull.
61.
Single for tops.
Game shot.
And that will settle any nerves that Henry Coates might have had. A textbook 120 outshot. And he will be at Minehead because of that. He's been given the
58.
opportunities and he's been taking them. But if Henry Coates was to go on and win the title, it would be some story.
125.
Treble 19. He's just perched on the top wire.
99.
So Coates comes back, looking for a 3-0 lead. Seems to like tops.
Game shot.
Likes it a lot. That's the third time he's hit it. He could have had a look at the bull there. 6 extra points would have left an easier finish.
134.
Now he might need to end this combination on the bull.
$79.
To make it 2 legs on the spin. Double 18 for Jeffrey de Graaf. Over to double 9.
Game shot.
Right in the centre. That is 2 legs in a row now.
$140.
Win here as well could open the door to things like Minehead and the World Championship. It could be life-changing without
96.
having a tour card. Still some way to go, though. Just needs to think about this 161.
137.
Just the wrong side of the wire. Only 15 scored. A bit of a languid
52.
last. Threw that one away in frustration, Jeffrey de Graaf.
Game shot.
But Henry Coates tidies up. Last dart in hand. De Graaf had already resigned himself to the fact that he thought Coates was going to hit that. Isn't going to reach a first ever ranking
65.
final, Henry Coates, with a 160 finish. He's left himself 95. This has to go for Jeffrey de Graaf. And
Game
go
shot.
it does. He keeps himself alive. Still a chunky 3-leg deficit to make up.
Well, I'm confused he didn't choose to use the bull there because it could have left 96. On the end of that, it's double 18.
96.
Well, it is a 3-dart attempt that de Graaf has having neglected the bullseye. Finds the treble, but can't pin
83.
double 18. And so Coates now on tops could reach the final, and what a moment it would be for this young man. Agonizingly missed darts at tops against Ross Smith earlier on in the year. Broke his heart. But this time, Henry Coates gets it right. And Henry Coates is in a ranking final. The 20-year-old, who doesn't even have a tour card, could potentially win the title today in Hildesheim.
Got a very busy time of darts at the moment. We saw him last week at Champions Week. Performed very well there, reaching through to the semi-final. He's likely going to be here for the development tour. He's got Pro Tours, and if he wins this game, we'll be able to book his accommodations for the rest of the year, because he will catapult himself to position number 1.
What a start this is. Double 10.
Game shot.
What an incredible start for Henry Coates. A 12-darter against the experienced Aussie. He looks absolutely nerveless at the prospect.
Fearless, isn't he? That's what you get from a lot of these young players now. No scar tissue, all attack. And we see that quite a lot, where the young players are getting that experience, being in and around the world's elite and beating them on a regular basis on these exhibition tours. This is nothing new to Henry.
98.
Not only can he book his accommodation for the rest of the year, he would provisionally be in the spots for Minehead, provisionally be in the spots for the World Championship at Ali Pali. Today could be life-changing. But Damon Heta is a wily old fox, isn't he? And he's looking for the bullseye, just to dampen the hopes somewhat. That is a cracker of a shot from Damon Heta. A 12-darter in response to Coates' own 12. He's borrowed a pair of trousers from Chris Dobie. Maybe that's where the magic lies.
In Chris Dobie's trousers?
Who knows?
140.
I do like the switch away there. 82 or 76, significantly easier shots. Eliminates that possibility of the bullseye, which if this doesn't go first dart for Henry Coates, he may be on the ball. Of course it goes first dart, Henry Coates, 11-darter. Damon Heta was on 42 after 9 and he doesn't get a go. Look at those numbers.
He is playing out of his skin, and yet he's still 3-2 down to a lad that doesn't have a tour card.
How much of Damon Heta's woes on the Pro Tour, though, do we put down to the fact that he was chasing that world match play position because the lack of runs on the European Tour, and
99.
maybe just playing little mini tournaments rather than playing these as events? And he has a little look over to see where Henry Coates is. Ooh, interesting, but brilliant. That's a 12-darter again.
Well, you only need to look at the players that are coming from the Challenge Tour list. A lot of them are young. A lot of them have been able to make it work because they were already coming to Germany for the development tour. And have only needed to change one flight, for example.
140.
You forget about players like Beau Greaves, still in their early 20s. Having their first year as a professional tour card holder.
Already had 2 ton plus checkouts. 106 is child's play. And of course he takes care of it.
Here he is again. Throw 12 darts on a double. He's forcing Heta to hit 93. A 9.
And not just any old double. It's the double that he's primarily going for. Okay then, Henry Coates has blinked. 3 clear misses at double. And now Damon Heta should get at least 1 at the bull. Instead, it's double 11. Oh, that could have been a massive moment in this final.
That's the first dart Damon Heta has missed out a double in this final.
Game shot.
Henry Coates gets there in the end. Back-to-back 180s. I don't like that switch. 3-4-5 is a problem here for Damon Heta, and Henry Coates is exposing it.
180.
Even if Heta hits a maximum here, he can't leave a finish. Henry Coates is closing in on an important breaker throw.
The standard
45.
is absurd. Well, once again, he falls short at the 7th hurdle.
60.
But this time, he's miles in front of Heta.
Just to back up your point, the last 4 scoring visits for Henry Coates have all been 180s.
60.
We've seen him tidy this up once already. Got so much time, he can use the ball, leave double eights.
73.
Yes, he's missed, but once again, he will come back. What do you make of that play, going for the bullseye on 81?
He's earned the luxury of time. He can do what he wants.
180.
He's not got as much time now. That's a nervy dart. Double one for a break of throw, and Henry Coates lands it, purses his lips. He knows that is huge.
Not sure that was necessary.
Mind you, Heta has pinned this already. He couldn't. Oh, he couldn't. But it wasn't for the lack of trying.
But a burner dart here, though, now, and the dart does block the target slightly due to the upright angle.
Game shot.
Oh, what a find. Oh, you can see him. He's believing. The excitement in the face. He knows he's a leg away, and he's got time.
Henry Coates knows he's coming back to the board, and in all likelihood, he will get one dart at the bull, at least.
104.
$18. You can do it, son. It is a magical moment for Henry Coates. A new darting superstar may just have been born here today. The 20-year-old from Derby, without a tour card, has come to Germany, and he's mixed it with the big boys. Damon Heta has won 9 of these titles before. He was well beaten by a blistering, star-studded performance from Henry Coates. It was an unrelenting, breathless final. Here are the numbers that have accompanied it.
Yeah, like you say, it gave me the confidence to know that I've got the game to be here, and winning that now is, again, confidence even more. So it's just a stepping stone in the right direction.
In terms about the doors it opens for you as well, I mean, that does you a lot of favours. You'll be playing in more of these events now because of what you've achieved today.
Yeah, exactly. No clue what I'll be into now, but it's all one of them. I've now won a Pro Tour and see what comes next.
I'll let you go in a second. Who are you going to call first when you get out of here? Who's the first person you're going to ring up?
I think it might have to be either be my dad or my girlfriend.
What you say to them? And what do you think they'll say to you?
No idea, but I know that they'll be buzzing.
I mean, it's been amazing to watch you and watch you develop through the day. How much hunger does this give you to keep progressing? Because the rate you are progressing, I think you only turned 20 recently, didn't you? So there are still so many years ahead of you and such a long career ahead of you. Hopefully that's what you'll be wanting, right?
Hopefully it's just the start. I've played so many years, and now the hard work and the practice is just paying off.